Welcome to the Christian Life Coach Collective. I'm your host and coach, Laura Malone, and I'm here to help you become the hero of your own story and learn to be a guide to others. Whether you're a life coach in any niche or you want to become one, or you're just listening in so you can self-coach to lead your own life well, this podcast is here to serve you. I'm super excited to walk with you into your calling and help you create a wonderful legacy for your life. So let's jump in to today's episode. Hey friends, it's another episode of the Coaching Choir. I've really been wanting to do this and look at different songs and extract nuggets of wisdom and creativity and truth and see how can these things be applied to our lives personally. How can we not just sing the song, not just listen to the beauty of it and get swept away by the sounds, but how can we actually digest what is being sung and apply these things? And, it's kind of like when you say, God, give me patience. And then somebody says, be careful what you pray for, because then he doesn't give you patience. He gives you opportunities to practice being patient. Well, I think the same thing is true about songs. And we sing songs and we're releasing a cry into the atmosphere. And sometimes we're not always really completely conscious and aware that what we're asking for, that what we're crying out for through songs, and specifically in Christian music and in worship songs, we're, help me find my own flame, like just different things where we're asking for fire and we're asking for burning passions. And it's so interesting when you find yourself actually put in a position where your prayers have been answered, the cry of your heart's been answered, and it actually came not through a prayer, but through a song that you were singing, if you were to trace it back. So today I was thinking of the song by Daigle called Light of the World. And it's such a beautiful song. The link will be in the show notes to a YouTube video of her singing. And I'm just going to read the lyrics to you, but I'm going to kind of extract some things from it and add my own little pieces to it. So, the world waits for a miracle. The heart longs for a little bit of hope. O come, Emmanuel. No, this is me. Remember, Emmanuel is God with us, is what that name means. Jesus is God with us. It goes on. A child prays for peace on earth, and she's calling out from a sea of hurt. O come, Emmanuel. And can you hear the angels singing, glory to the light of the world? Glory, the light of the world is here. The drought breaks with the tears of a mother. A baby's cry is the sound of love. Come down, Emmanuel. Oh, he is the song for the suffering. He is Messiah. The Prince of Peace has come. He has come, Emmanuel. Glory to the light of the world. 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 For all who wait, for all who hunger, for all who've prayed, for all who wonder. Behold your King, behold Messiah, Emmanuel, and glory to the light of the world, glory to the light of the world, glory to the light of the world. Behold your King, behold Messiah, Emmanuel. The world waits for the miracle. The heart longs for a little bit of hope. O come, Emmanuel. So those are the lyrics of Daigle's song, Light of the World. It's on one of her Christmas albums. And I read this and I think, it's talking about a child praying for peace on earth, and she's calling out from a sea of hurt. And that's just where we live in the midst of humanity. We want peace, but we think peace is going to come in the form of peace that we would manifest, the way we want peace to look. And yet Jesus was the one who brought peace through actually bringing conflict, through entering a battle, through waging war against hell for our souls. He brought peace by coming as a warrior. Peace was brought to us through death. And can you hear the angels singing? Have you ever really stopped to ask the Lord to hear angels singing? Would you do that? Would you ask him? There's a lot of songs, specifically at Christmas time, talking about hearing angels singing. But is that something that we have? Are we actually crying out and asking God, show us the spirit realm. Let us hear and see and know the unseen things, because it's like no eye has seen, no ear has heard what God has in store for us. But the scripture goes on to say, but God has revealed all of these things to us through his spirit, because we're in the new covenant now. And we can actually go to the throne room when we can ask the Lord to help us see and hear angels singing glory to the light of the world. They're all surrounding the throne. They're all praising Jesus. And what would it be like to get a glimpse of that? A little bit of like a Jacob's ladder experience, up and down into the heavens. Come on. Yes, Jesus. And then the drought breaks with the tears of a mother, and a baby's cry is the sound of love. And I think not just of Mary giving birth to the Lord, but the sound of love actually in the birth of a child. And you think of a baby crying, not just in in a nativity scene, but actually any child that's crying, that is just sharing, just using the only language it knows that its body is created to actually produce, to let you know that there is need. And the drought breaks with the tears of a mother. I think about Malachi 4, 5, and 6, and the concept of the hearts of the fathers and the sons, and their hearts turning to one another, the mothers and the daughters, the parents and the children having hearts that are turning towards one another, that fathers and mothers would actually, their hearts would break for what breaks God's heart as they look to sons and daughters. And my husband was just with someone who is a man named Leif Hetland, and they went to Cuba on a mission trip together. And this is something I think I've said on the podcast before, but it was so interesting to see it manifest in his life. And he'd been talking to Leif about being a father, and Leif said, don't pursue being a father, pursue being a son. And how when you operate as a son or a daughter, and you really get comfortable in that place as a son or daughter of the Most High King, that is what produces fatherhood and motherhood in the kingdom. So you don't have to give birth to someone to father them or mother them, but the very essence and the beauty and the joy of fathering and mothering anyone, and in the spirit, comes from the nature of you as a son or a daughter in the kingdom. It's so beautiful. And that's where the hearts of the generations are going to be turned towards one another. And then it goes on, he is the song for the suffering. And I think for so many of us right now at this time, this season of big days, the holidays upon us, there's lots of hope, but there's lots of pain. There's lots of triumph and joy, and there's lots of disappointment and despair. And we just, honestly, sometimes we don't even know what the day is going to bring to us, which one we're going to get. And it's the Messiah he is the song. You know that? Like, he is not just the word, he is the song. It is the song of heaven, all being sung. It's the song of the Son being sung by the Father that's holding the whole earth together. And you think of the song is for those who are suffering, not those who don't think they need anything, but the ones who know that they're broken. He has come. The Prince of Peace has come. Emmanuel is God with us, and he is with us. for all who wait. And think about it. Have you been waiting? Have you been hungering? Have you been praying? Have you been wondering? Well, here's the answer. Behold the King. Come on. Stop for a second. Whatever you're doing, close your eyes, lift your hands up and say, I just behold the King. Behold the Messiah, the God with you right now where you are. Behold the King. And just, if you give it a second, you'll feel the presence of the Lord, because I feel it right now. The presence of the Lord when you stop to behold your King. He is your King. Whether you act like it or not, He is your King. He is your Messiah and your Savior. The world waits for the miracle, and the heart longs for a little bit of hope. And that is exactly what this season is about. The light of the world is here. And the world waited for so long for that miracle. Our hearts are always longing for a little bit of hope. Well, the world doesn't wait any longer. We have Him manifest, Emmanuel, God with us. So how can you carry this currency of heaven, of hope, and release it into your own life, into your belief system? How can you shift your paradigm and lead yourself well so that that is what is flowing out of you? That's what is coming out of you wherever you go, instead of the disappointment, instead of the offense, instead of the stress and the anxiety or the depression and loneliness. What if you picked up that little bit of hope that He offers you and know that there's a world waiting out there for their miracle? Instead of waiting for your miracle, what if you went and you were a miracle to the one in front of you? And I think that I know that you can. And I'm issuing not a challenge, but an offer. I'm offering you the opportunity to become aware that you can manifest miracles and co-create and partner with the King and the Messiah in this season, and set aside all these other things and do the one thing. Behold the one thing. Remember your first love and go be Emmanuel. Bring Him with you to the one that's right in front of you. It's just the one that matters. The light of the world is here for the one. He leaves the 99. He leaves 999. He leaves 9 million to go for the one. That's who He is, and that's how He got you. It's how He found me. As He came, He left and came to reach me. His arm is not too short to reach us, no matter where we are, no matter the darkness or the despair, the shame, the guilt, the pain, the sin. He is Emmanuel who came. He is the hope who came. He is the light of the world. And I want you to just think and dwell and meditate on beholding your King and your Messiah. And let Emmanuel rise up and release the character and nature of God through you this season. And not just to benefit everybody else, but I promise you, it will benefit your own soul. Your spirit will leap for joy. You will benefit in so many greater ways than presents or enough money or, the ability to do all of the things in such a short period of time. You will benefit in such a greater, deeper way that will be long lasting. It'll carry you into January and through a deep, dark winter because the fruit of it is so beautiful. So check out the show notes for a link to this song if you've never heard it. It's so beautiful. I love Lauren Daigle. I'll probably do lots of, kind of extract lots of her songs. But this is kind of just a self-coaching moment. How can you extract truth and wisdom and apply it to your own life? And I pray that it's blessed you And I'm praying for you this season. I'm really praying for all of my listeners and all of my clients that you, and all of my coaches. I pray that you would really lean into abundant hope in this season, that you would take responsibility for manifesting hope in your own life, as opposed to sitting and waiting for somebody else to bring it to you. He has brought it to you. The world waited for a miracle, and then the miracle came. We're not waiting anymore. He's here, and he dwells in you. So let him come to life in your paradigm. Let him come to life and manifest in your actions, behaviors, the words that you speak, the choices that you make. I know that you are capable of it. I bless you to let that rise up in you. And I want you to remember that all things are possible in this beautiful season of hope, truth, and light. Hey, thanks for listening. And I would love it if you could leave me a review wherever you listen to this podcast and tell me what you're loving about it. It helps other people who are looking for transformation and change and growth in their lives find me. And if you want to learn about becoming a coach with any of your superpowers, head over to sterlingandstonementoring.com and check out the Greenhouse course. See you there.